Everybody, back out for another adventure, dark night camping. We're just going through the little village of Baslow, and we're heading up to somewhere called Eagle Rock for tonight's camp. I'll bring you back a bit when we're closer. This time it's going to be a real leg burner. Come all the way up there, and we've got to go all the way up this hill. Doesn't look like much. We've got a heavy pack on the back with camera equipment and everything. That looks like Mount Everest. My legs are absolutely burning. Things I do for this channel. It's all the way up there yet. When we get up there it should start to flatten off a little bit. But yeah, we can see we've got some runoff from the hill, so I think it's been raining pretty heavy around here for the last few days. So it might be boggy up there, I don't know. It's the countryside. Beautiful shit. Whoa. Yeah, that's not good. Blooper. They went all my length, straight down the hill. Yeah, that's the view so far. That's how far up we've come. Bit of a natural spring. I think I'd be boiling that water though. I'm not sure if that's coming directly off the fields or from a spring. I think it's from a spring. But with all the water knocking about, yeah, I'd still be boiling it. Yeah, it's coming off of there as well. It's off the land. Well, see, top of the hill. It reads, "In loving memory of Mum and Dad, Stanley AIDS, not as in AIDS, but as in EADES, 19th of May 1914 till the 21st December 1965. That's Delilah AIDS. 23rd of August 1914 till the 12th of November 2010. Reunited in the place they loved." Nice little thing. Got some serious weather coming this way and the wind's blowing directly at me. Just down in the valley down there, and just get it on centre screen, down there in the middle, that's Chatsworth House, and that's the River Derwent at the side of it. Yeah, I'm gonna hurry up because we're starting to get rain incoming now. I can feel it. I want to get up to my camping spot, get my tent up. Down there is a carver, and over there, if you can just see it, there's an old abandoned quarry on that side of the valley. Right, so the heavens have just started to start opening up, so I'm going to get behind that rock there and get my waterproofs on. So I've got all the wet weather gear on. The plan was to actually camp here at Eagle Rock. Well, that's not going to happen, and I'm going to show you why. So there's no way we can camp at Eagle Rock because it's an absolute swamp. It's basically a little lake at the base of it where I was going to camp, so that's out of the question. And that just tells me that if it rains heavy in the night, it's just going to be a swamp and I'm going to get swamped out in my tent. So that's not a good location to camp in the winter. Maybe in the summer when it's dried out a little bit, but not yet. So the next plan of action is to head over in that direction, over there, because over there is Kerber Gap. We'll have a look and see what's down there. I think I'm going to have to get down lower and try and find some cover to put the tent up, because putting the tent up in this gale force wind is going to be a nightmare. So that's where we're heading, over there, that rocky outcrop. We're going to be probably trying to camp somewhere behind there. Here comes the rain again. Camp somewhere behind that ridge. Got a new tent to try out on today's adventure. It's called the Nightcap. That's basically all it's called. It's just called the Nightcap. I think the company is also called Nightcat too. I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard of this company. It's the first time I've ever seen a tent one. But yeah, we're going to be testing that out. It's a self-contained tent. Both the inner and the outer go up at the same time, so there's no getting the inner wet when it's pouring it down with rain, which is the reason I purchased it, because I wanted a tent like that you didn't really have to faff around with a fly sheet in heavy wind. Just wanted a tent, 2 poles, pop them in, dome tent style, which is what it is. Get the inner and outer up at the same time, get in the tent and get warm. That's all you want when you're backpacking in weather like this. People can wander around for weeks looking for these, but I've just come across them. These are the Aberdeen Angus cows that are roaming the moors around here. Imagine they've got massive horns on them. Awesome. Here we go, here's one right up close. That's an Aberdeen Angus. Whole herd of them out here on the tops. Awesome. Yeah, he's not bothered about me, he's too busy eating his heather and his grass. Just gonna wait for this big guy to cross, and then I'll go down. Don't want to spook him. On over there. This is awesome. Really close up to this one. Seems friendly enough. Probably another good reason not to camp around here tonight. These are knocking about. Don't particularly want to get trampled in the night. There's the other guy over there. He's up there. So that's where we're heading. On there. That is Kerber Edge. Over there. And hopefully we should find a camping spot there somewhere. If not, then we're just going to have to keep walking until we get to Padley Gorge and see if we can find a spot down the valley and camp down there. But hopefully we should find a spot up here somewhere. Got that up there. It's just amazing. Absolutely amazing being up here. You know, I'm regretting not doing this sooner. I'm definitely going to come back here in the summer and do a summer hike and a camp along here, because you just get some really amazing views. It's a bit overcast, a bit dark today, but we should still get some decent views up here in a bit. Now leaving the conservation area up there, leaving the conservation area. heading down here. Staying well away from the edge. There's no way I'm going near the edge when it's this windy. There's not a chance. Look at that. You can literally see for miles up here. When we get over that side over there, we should be able to see Castleton and Mamtor and all that place over there. Be honest guys, I'm not seeing too many camping spots up here, it's all waterlogged. So it looks what we might have to do is bite the bullet and walk over to Padley Gorge. Hope you can hear this, if not I have to put subtitles on the bottom. But it is absolutely blowing a gale up here now. So onwards to Padley Gorge, I think. We'll have a look, see what's down that way. Bog. See, I'd camp down here on these flat plateaus down too windy, and it's just too heavily travelled by walkers and stuff. There's two coming behind me right now, so it's just not worth it. I'm going to try and find somewhere down here, somewhere out of the wind, because it is really boggy around here as well. I think I'd have an issue with tent pegs and that as well, just being ripped out, especially if we get good gusts of wind, because the ground is so soft. It's not going to hold tent pegs very well. So yeah, I'm going to try and find some shelter on lower ground, probably in Padley Gorge somewhere, and camp there overnight rather than be up here. This is going to be a perfect site in summer though. Definitely going to do it in summer, because I'll just bring the bivvy tent, stick the bivvy tent up, and be up at the crack of dawn and be away before anybody comes walking about. So we're back on Baslow Edge. Decided to give Kerbet Edge a miss because it's really too windy over there, guys. But there's no way you can pitch a tent in that wind and not blow away in the night. And the only places really to pitch on there are right close to the edge where there's flat areas. To the back of the cliffs there's absolutely nothing, it's all waterlogged. So that's a no-go for a camp on there tonight. So what we're going to do is we're going to head back along Baslow Edge here and camp at some rogs on, I forget what it's called, near Nelson's Point on the opposite ridge on the other side. So this is Nelson's monument to Horatio Nelson, the famous sea captain. Or is it admiral? I forget. Yeah, that's him. There's actually two. They line up across the point over there. I don't think you can actually see it from here because it's overcast. We'll have a look. You can just see it through the gap. There's a little... Can you see it? I can see it. It's just there. My finger is just above my finger. You can't see it because the camera's not good enough, but it's just across there. It's because the rain's coming again. Yeah, a little bit of history there. They built two that lined up. Awesome. So it's slow going because literally everywhere is a bog and is just a river. The path is just a river. Of course we're in the lowland and all the water's running off the hills down here. We have to go outside, get out of this boggy, shitty fucking stuff. Near the top. Bloody hell. Well, it's definitely been an interesting camp, put it that way. We came from way over in that direction. Whew. Been walking for about 3 hours solid with this backpack on, and well, my shoulders are feeling it now. Gotta watch out for these rocks because I'm really slippy now. Fucking waterproof trousers, Eddie. Shit. Can't wait to get rid of these trousers. I'm gonna have to invest in some Berghaus waterproof trousers, because these Regretta ones are truly shite. That's it, that's them completely fucking ripped nearly now. So I'm swearing a lot, guys. I guess I'll have to beat that out. This is going to be fucking interesting. Right, how the fuck do I get down there? Shit. Fucking hell. Managed to get down that bit. I turned the camera off, but it's like every single thing that you can slip on here is here. Be careful you're putting my foot in. Slippery rocks, mud on slippery rocks. Yeah, this has turned out to be a real adventure, this one. You better like and subscribe this video after I've gone through all this, and leave a comment. This has been one insane stealth camping, wild camping trip. I don't think I've ever really done one like this before. It's definitely been an adventure. That's where I just came from, up there. Up that cliff face, I've had to come down that because at the other side it's all washed out and you just can't get down it. So this is the route I'm having to take. I'm trying to watch myself so I don't break my ankles coming down it. Everything is slippery, there's like boulders under everything. Right, we're down. Try and head towards that path down there. Get on that. Well, that was definitely interesting. So, got to the rock formation, same situation as at Eagle Rock, absolutely just waterlogged and just a bog. So, going to have to head down towards the Robin Hood pub and see if I can cross the road and set up tent across the road somewhere. This turned out to be a real adventure, this. Right, so guys, as you can see, we're losing light rapidly. I've just been down the path to cross the bridge to the other side to go and camp, and the bridge has been totally washed away. So unfortunately tonight, fate is just against me. Today, this camp, fate is just against me. So we have to call it a day and just abandon the camp. Sorry about that, guys. Hey everybody, how you doing? So I'm home safely after the trip out. Disappointed, obviously, that I didn't get to camp out tonight. It just wasn't on the cards. When I got to Eagle Rock and the whole area was flooded, I just felt this. Sense of dread just go down. I thought, oh, here we go. And I tried 3 other locations. I thought of Kerber Edge. Went to Kerber Edge. You saw the footage. Kerber Edge, that was a no-go. What it is, the only real place you can camp on Kerber Edge is right on the edge near where the cliffs are, just at the back where there's like a little flat piece of grass. but that was just a no-go because it was too windy at the front, and at the back of Curbet Edge, all that land is just moorland. It's just like peat boggy area, if you know what that is. It's just waterlogged, and you couldn't put a tent on it. And you can see from the footage in the video when I'm walking, you can see that my feet are going down. You can see the water coming up through the grass, and that's what it's like at the back. It just gets worse. It would be up to my knees if I went right to the back of that land. And so I had to rule that area out. Then I decided to head back to an area that I'd been to before, up on some more cliffs just behind Curbet Edge at the back where I just come from. I got to that area. I got to those rocks, and they were exactly the same as Eagle Rock, completely waterlogged. You couldn't even get any tent stakes in there. If you put tent stakes in, one gust of wind would just rip them out because the ground was so saturated with water. It was literally, the whole ground was mud. It wasn't even hard. So I thought, right, there's one last option, and that's to head down off of these cliffs, head over to the side of the road. The Robin Hood pub is at the bottom of that hill, and over the side of the road, there's like a little path with stone steps that lead across a bridge, and there's like a little grassy plateau on the bottom. I thought, that's the very last option. I got down to the bottom of those stony steps, and the bridge had just been completely washed away by recent floods from a few weeks ago, and I thought, that's it. You know, I'm done. It's time to call it a day. It's time to go home. And that's what I did. I think sometimes, and this is just the nature of camping, you can go out wild camping, sometimes it just doesn't pan out. Sometimes you look in, you can find a little spot and get in there, but it just wasn't on the cards today for me, unfortunately. I hope you enjoyed the footage. Like I said before, once the weather improves, I'm going to go back out, probably try that area again, and complete the camp like I did with the hammock camp the other week. But sometimes it just doesn't pan out, guys, and sometimes the safest thing you can do is just go home and, you know, stop pushing your luck. I was pushing my luck coming down that cliff face, and I started to realise that, and it was like, no, I've got to take a step back. It's time to take a step back, think about this rationally, and make a decision. And I made a decision. I just thought, that's it, I'm going home. And that's basically it, guys. So, yeah. I shall see you in the next adventure. This is Dark Night Camping, signing off.